Good morning, church, and welcome to the musings for June 12th. My name is Dave, and I'm one of the pastors at Community Christian Church at Carillon. Last week, I spoke to you about asking God for a miracle and about the role that faith plays in that process. Now, my point was that the kind of faith that you need in order to ask for a miracle is not a belief that God will do a miracle, but the belief that God can do a miracle. Well, I want to revisit this and point out a couple of other elements. Consider these facts. Number one, Jesus speaks many times of the influence of faith on healing. He says things like, "Your faith has made you well," or "Your faith has healed you." In one instance, recounted in the 9th chapter of Matthew, Jesus was approached by two blind men. It says, the blind men approached him, and Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I can do this?" "Yes, Lord," they answered him. Then he touched their eyes, saying, "Let it be done for you according to your faith." Second, Christ never seems to say, "Your faith has made you a little bit less sick." Miraculous healings always seem to be 100%. And third, some of the healing episodes in the life of Jesus come to people who do not have a great deal of faith. People who believe a little. People who are unsure. For example, the father who wants healing for his son who says, "I believe, help my unbelief." It seems that it is not the level of faith that one has as long as one has some faith. Some faith seems to be involved, but it isn't as if a small faith gets you a small miracle and a big faith gets you a big miracle. It's more you have it or you don't. Now, faith, the belief that God can change your circumstances, seems to function not as the source of the miracle, but more like a key that unlocks the miracle. You see, when Christ tells us that our faith has healed us, he doesn't mean that the healing comes from us, but that in some way, faith enables the healing. Make no mistake, God does the healing. It's his power that gets the job done. But it almost seems like that power doesn't flow until the key unlocks the door. Not always. God can, of course, heal anyone he chooses to heal, faith or no faith. But he seems to want for there to be a faith component. He seems to want to be trusted. Now, Lord knows, I don't have any special insight into the mind of the Almighty. But maybe he works through our trust because in his eyes, healing isn't about healing. It's about relationship. Trust, faith, is the absolute foundation of any relationship, whether it be a relationship between two people or the relationship between one person and God. I wonder if, perhaps, from God's point of view, a miracle of healing isn't so much about the fact that someone's body is made whole as it is about the fact that a relationship built on trust is made stronger, deeper, more meaningful. You know, physical healings, even miraculous physical healings, is always temporary. All the people that Jesus healed eventually died. But the connection that was forged through the miracle and through the faith that unlocked it and grew stronger because of it, those never died. The physical blessing was sort of an outward symbol of the relational blessing, the reflection of the inner wholeness of a trusting, loving relationship with God. That spiritual effect of the healing, that wasn't temporary. That was eternal. and eternity is where God's priorities lie. God bless you all.